Welcome everyone, this is VibeKnight here. Thank you for joining me. This is the first episode on my channel as well as the first episode of this series. So if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. And if you have not already, I hope to earn that subscription from you. If you're brand new to this game, it is called Cities Skylines. And my goal for this series is that the city becomes a collaboration between you and myself. I know some of you are new to this game, so I will be talking about a few basic things as they come up in the game. If you're interested in building alongside me, or if you see a mod or asset that you like, I'm going to go ahead and leave a list of mods and assets down in the description below, as well as a list of expansion packs that I currently have. With all that being said and done, let's go ahead and get started. So the map that I want to use is Eden Valley, and we'll change the name pretty soon. I'll let you guys throw out some suggestions to me, and I'll pick the best one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game real quick, and we're gonna get started on the way into the city. So I may have access to, okay, I actually do. Normally, if you don't have any roads downloaded from the workshop, you have to spend at least 1 unit worth, that's that 1 U right there, in order to gain access to other roads. We're just going to go ahead and bypass that since we can. And I have a mod on here that shows me how many units I have and the angle of degrees of the angle. Excuse me. I'm not sure what the mod is called, but it's down in the list I have below. So I'm gonna go for 10 units, and if you don't have this mod, you know it's 10 units by this blue line that shows up right here. It shows up at 5, and so there's 10. So I'm gonna go for 10, and I'm gonna step this elevation step down to the lowest increment right here. Alright, and I'm gonna go forward 10 more, plus 2, total of 12. I'm gonna use my page up button to go up to 12 meters. That was 4 clicks. And then I'm gonna go another 20. Let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. Forward 10, forward 12, up to 12 meters, and then forward 20. Now I'm going to use the upgrade tool. Right click, and now I can change these directions. All right, so I'm not going to use these bridges or these overpasses just yet. I am going to eventually have them, and they're going to go across this river. But right now, they're just going to exist right here, and they're going to help me line up a roundabout that I want to put in. So back down to ground level. These arrows right here are really halfway in between these snap points. You see how this wants to eventually just snap to that? Okay. I'm not making it really do that. I'm getting close enough, and the game's pulling it towards that. So especially, it's very obvious right there. So, all right. So we're halfway between. I'm getting this as lined up as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect, but close is nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go 10 units down, and I'm trying to line up this top blue line with the shadow of the overpass of this bridge. Okay, 10 units there, 10 units there, 10 units there, and 10 units there. Was that 10 units? No, okay, that was, all right. Now I'm gonna use the curved road tool and go right 10, up 10, and just repeat that process all the way around. 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, we have a roundabout. We'll take these inside roads out eventually, but I'm going to leave them there for now, so that way my circle, my roundabout, maintains its shape. Okay, still using the 2-lane one-way roads. I'm going to go to this point right here. I'm going to go 45 degrees that way, and I'm going to go up to these zoning squares. Make sure that you are on the curved road tool as you do this. Okay, so I'm ending up at the end of these zoning squares. Let's go ahead and repeat this process over here. 45 degrees into the zoning squares. That's not the same distance from the road though. There we go. Back here before, I needed to be out here. 45 degrees into the zoning squares, and that looks symmetrical. Okay, using the straight road tool, let's go this way, right into the roundabout. Okay, and then upgrade tool again, and now they're all going the right way. Okay, let's go right here. Let's get our four lane, excuse me, not four way. Let's go right about right here. Okay, I want to use this little dugout area for our first neighborhood. So let's go back here to our 2 lane. Back to the curve lane tool. Let's go 20 units this way. And then we'll go, that was another 10, 20 units that way. Not too drastic of an angle. Let's shoot for, let's see, 120-ish. Let's actually dial this back. I think if we were to match this on the other side, we'd be running into this hill over here. So let's go maybe 15 units. And let's go 130, approximately. That's close. Okay, 15 units. Let's go now, let's see, 25 units this way. Let's see if that works out pretty well. There we go. This may not work. Let's just give it a try. 20, and then 15. Okay, it's actually coming out at 17 units. That's pretty close. I think that's close enough for jazz, so they say. Let's go straight this way. Now let's just go straight up here first. Yeah, see how that's showing me where that would line up. I want it to be square off of this road, so we'll use the tools they give us. All right, not too bad. Okay, and this lines up pretty well where you can get some good square and even neighborhoods going through here. We'll make this one kind of open like this. We may eventually put a park in here once we gain access to those. All right, let's do a 4 lane out this way, just right about to here, and then we'll just create some back streets that our industrial area can exist on. Oop, went too far. Let's try that again. All right, so not too bad for our first roads. Okay, again, this bridge will finish out later on. It'll cross this river and look pretty nice. All right, so we need a way to get water. So let's place this thing right down here. And now we have our the stock water drain pipe, but I guess with the Green Cities DLC, they have an eco water outlet. So we'll use this one instead and just get a little bit less pollution than normal. Don't want to be too close to our intake, or else we will risk our citizens getting sick. But I don't want to go super far out either, because that's going to be a waste of money for right now. So let's go ahead and go right about to here. Alright, let's get our pipe. Right here. And then just because I want this to be really nice underneath the ground, even though you won't see it, let's place this first, and then we'll connect all that stuff. Okay, 90 degrees. No further than we need to just yet. We're going to be very limited in money to start off with. Okay, it's very faint, but you can kind of see to the left of where my mouse cursor is. There's a green circle, and that's really the only indication I can see right now that this is lined up with the end of this. It doesn't really matter a whole lot at the end of the day. I'm just very particular about it. Let's see if I can find that again. Where'd it go? Okay, it's not even showing up now. Well, we're gonna have to just assume that was good. Again, it's below ground, so it's not gonna be the most important thing. Oh, there it is right there on the left. It's not the most important thing in the world, but it's just kind of nice to have that look even. Okay, Alright. We'll do the same down here. Again, no more than we really need. Let's go a little bit more. Okay, that way all this is covered up. Okay, next we need power. Alright, so these can get anywhere from 0 to 8 megawatts. Right? I prefer the wind turbines, if possible, over the coal power plant, just because I like green energy. However, they do not produce quite as much power. So, eventually we'll get the solar power plant. Until then, though, we're stuck with this. I actually have downloaded, now that I remember, some solar panel arrays. They're not very big, though. They do output 11 megawatts, though. So let's see. Do we want to use the wind turbine? It costs 6,000 and it has a maximum output of 8 megawatts, or the solar panel array, worth half as much and produces about 33% more, almost. Well, let's go ahead and go with this, just because it's cheaper and it does more. Can this rotate? Oh, it can rotate. Alright, let's go ahead and put some just right here. No, we're going to have to move those eventually. Let's place them. Let's place them right here. Or we can place them right here where we're already going to need these. No. Let's go ahead, let's see. We'll make our own little field just over here for now. Let's get that nice and square. Okay, so we've already spent as much as it would cost to get just one of these wind turbines. So let's spend, normally I do 2. Let's go ahead and put another 2 of these down, which will equal 4 wind turbines. And it'll give us a pretty good amount of energy that will last us a good while. All right, now I'll wait for our power to get to our areas that we need them to go to. We have to put down some power lines. So this little arc that I'm laying down right here will be gone eventually, but for now we're going to need it to get power to our residence. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use this tool. I don't want to place any residential areas alongside this 4-lane road. It just seems like it's a little bit too busy for that. So if I were to use this paint tool, or this fill tool as the game calls it, it would fill in this entire area. So I'm going to use this tool and just do what I want. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. We'll do that all across here. That's a good way to get all of our stuff branched out. And we can do some commercial right here. And then we'll get our industrial going right here. Okay. Alright, so that's probably a good enough start. And let's see, am I missing something? We have way more money than we normally do. Okay, that's important. If that would have been left out, that would have been a very bad thing. Okay, well, let's do this. We have a good amount of extra money. Let's go ahead and plan for the future. The biggest demand is going to be on our residential, so let's go ahead and do what we can now rather than waiting later on. We are going to go into the red eventually, but all will be fine. I'm going to use the page down button to go below ground, create a tunnel. Okay. Let's not get that too far in there just yet. And so what I'm looking for actually is a road that's going to be lined up with this this hill right here, just to make it look like it's, you know, like we're trying to go with the landscape. This. already not enough money. Well, I guess that wasn't going to work out. But that's fine. We'll just leave that there for now and go with it when we can. Tunnels and bridges are more expensive to use or to build than just normal roads, so should have seen that coming, but that's how life goes sometimes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and push the number 3 on my keyboard to get the speed going three times as fast. All right, and as you can see, we are in the red. As we get some residents in, we'll start gaining more income. Right now, we're losing income pretty badly because we have more expenses than we do income. So the demand for residential is super high, so we'll just get all this going right now. Stay off of that road. Oh yeah, that's kind of important to have houses right here, or else we just don't have any way to bridge our electricity. Speaking of which, wow, okay, I've never had that much to start off with. So this solar panel array is probably the only one that I have in my asset list, so it'll be in the description below. And if we can get some residential going right here, that would be just superb. Anybody? Somebody? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna cheat a little bit. Put that right down there. So this is somebody's really missing it bad. Okay, oh, there we go. There we finally got some power going. And once we get some demand for some residential, we'll just, well, hopefully that'll fill in right there. Hopefully. Okay. Let's see. We'll go ahead and go to our next, our first milestone here in a second. We are just over 100 away. Actually under 200. Once we get there, we'll go ahead and add some new services, and then we'll call that an episode. Okay. So now that we have some houses filled in, we can remove this so there's no pollution over here. And we can go ahead and add some industrial right here and here. Oh, come on, you're really gonna start out right there, huh? Alright, luckily this is all one big blob of electricity, so we're good. Almost into the positive income. And there we go. We will shortly be in the black soon. Very close. We just need another almost 70 residents, and then we're good. We'll have reached our milestone. So before I forget, coming up pretty soon, one of these milestones is going to give us the ability to purchase a plot of land, either here, 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 or here. I'm thinking we should unlock this one right here, just so we can have access to this railroad right here, so we can create a massive industry area and use this railroad, not right now because we don't have access to it, but one day when we get access to railroads, for easier flow of goods in and out of the city. But let me know what y'all think in terms of buying one of the other ones. In the past, I've gone straight over to here, to this area, and then over here. But let me know what y'all want to do. We don't have to do exactly what I think we should do. I can take y'all's advice or y'all's input. So yeah. And just leave that comment down below, and I'll read it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we reached our first milestone. We have access to elementary schools, medical clinics, recycling centers, as well as a few other things. I tend not to use the landfill site if possible, just because I hate having to unload it. You know, once it gets full, it's got to be unloaded either into a recycling center or into an incinerator. And so try to avoid those, as well as cemeteries if I can help it. And the community schools, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's an alternative to an elementary school, but it's almost like a private school. I like public education, so I'll probably use the elementary school before I use the community school, if I ever even do use this. So, we've also gained access to taxes, and so I'm gonna raise this up to 11%. When we get another milestone and we get our fire and police, maybe we can take it to 12. Past that, our residents are going to get frustrated with our taxes, and they're probably going to move out. So I'm also going to take out a loan, just so we can get all of these services. We may have enough to do all of this in one go, but we'll see. So medical clinic, there's a go. Here's our elementary school. And then, we're just almost there. We need another 1,000 in order to get our, where'd it go? There we go. Our recycling center. We're very close. Once we get this, we'll go ahead and call it good. Oh, we're into the negatives again. That's not good. Let's go ahead and get some residents in here, so we can get those taxpayers to increase our income. Let's definitely get some more commercial going right here. And I'm going to put it close to the industrial section over here, just so they don't have to drive so far to get whatever goods they need or food from any restaurants. That way we can kind of save ourselves some traffic in these four-lane roads. Okay, back into the positives, and we have enough to build a recycling center. All right, so that's all we have time for today. Thank you everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing and clicking the bell icon. I really would appreciate that. And if you want to go ahead, if you like this video, go ahead and like it. That helps out the channel a lot. And yeah, go ahead and leave me a comment below as to which one of these areas you would like for me to purchase in the next episode. I will be trying to upload another episode tomorrow if possible, so be on the lookout for that. All right. Thank you all very much. Have a good night.